What's going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
And we are back with another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time we were in court for the second day / episode in a row. And we met the chief of police, I suppose. We were less frustrated
than... televangelist.
Yes. The televangelist / game show host. We were less frustrated than we were the episode before, but not frustrated.
Slightly.
Yeah.
Slightly less.
Yeah, and so we will see now, Edgeworth kind of got slapped down a little bit by the judge and needed a day, his words, to figure things out. So we will see if we can figure things out in some investigating for today as well. It is February 23rd, 2:15 p.m., Wright & Co. law offices, so the same day that we were in court.
Yeah. But 2:15?
Yeah.
Still that early?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Wright? So, what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Huh? Let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. What's this "and the evidence room" part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're gonna find out. Or try to, at least. Alright, let's do it! Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's gonna be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go! Science awaits us. So I always thought that when it was in the parentheses that he was like either thinking it or like whispering it.
Yeah.
But she heard him. Okay, interesting.
She can read minds.
Or she's just only in his mind. I don't know if I've heard.
Oh, damn.
I think she's interacted with the marshal before.
Yeah.
I think so. So yeah, that wouldn't be it. That would be kind of cool though.
Bruce Willis is a ghost.
Bruce Willis is a ghost.
But anyway.
February 23rd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares?
There wasn't?
Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. That oil drum, was it empty? The oil drum, kicked over by the chief prosecutor, was brimming with water. Was that the voice I used for her? I think it was. My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never! Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all! See, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way he said that out loud.
No.
So weird. Why are you so weird, episode 5?
Meta AF.
I don't like it. It's weird. That's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminal testing fluid.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to tell our viewers? Or do you want me to
spray it on places where you think blood may have at one point been.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to use a fancy light or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like...
see if there was blood there.
Right. I don't know if it's like specifically a black light or, I mean, it's a luminal thing. So, you know, whatever. That would activate it if it would glow and react to the blood. Very cool.
Yeah, but you'll see any blood that was present there ever. So it's not necessarily associated with the murder that occurred.
Sure. But, I mean, if there's a big pool of it, it's likely that it's, you know, it's likely that it's not like, oh, somebody cut their hand somewhere, you know. Look, luminal? Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Wow.
Well,
aggressive.
Okay.
Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. What does that have to do with anything? You're the one who understands the science behind it. Anyway, we're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? Oh, God. Oh, God, that is really upsetting to my eyes. Wow. Anyway, to test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Press enter to spray it on. Okay, let's find us some blood stains. Oh, okay, so we're gonna try to get some blood stains from... Oh. We found some. Examine. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So, is this a blood stain? It's so... Emma, you're shaking. It's just... This is my first time seeing real blood. Like ever? Like no one's ever gotten a cut around you or a nosebleed. You never scraped your knees up as a child.
You haven't hit puberty yet.
Jesus Christ.
Whatever.
Of course I didn't think that, but you did. Thank you. I appreciate a woman's perspective on these things.
So stupid.
Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a blood stain, but doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. What's odd about this scientifically? The bloodstain's location or the amount of blood?
The amount of blood.
I mean, I think it's both,
low.
technically, but yeah, the amount is... Because, like, the location, like, I guess it would be like if you stabbed him, but the knife, again, this is the weird-ass part, right? The knife was found in him.
Right.
And it was one stab wound.
Right.
So if he was stabbed and then the knife was removed, then it would make sense that there would be blood on the ground, there'd be blood on the shoe, there'd be blood on her, as we saw in the pictures. But if the knife wasn't removed, there might be some, but not a lot, but not as much as was on her.
It also said the victim bled out.
Right.
Like, it's one thing if, I said this in one of the other episodes.
Right.
It's one thing if they stabbed you in a place where now you have internal bleeding and you're going to die, but it's another to bleed out.
Yeah.
That means that so much of your blood is leaving your body that it's actually killing you.
And if people are curious, I believe I could be wrong on this because I'm not that kind of a doctor, but I believe that your body has about a gallon of blood in it, and you'd be dead long before a full gallon came out of you. But and at that point your blood pressure would stop, like your heart beating and pulsing the blood out of you would slow and or cease again well before a gallon came out, but it would be a hell of a lot more than what looks like, 3.5 droplets or whatever is right here. So yeah, I'll say the amount. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find a bloodstain, okay? Oh, so we're doing it more? See? I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too. Go ahead,
Okay.
Interrupt, sorry.
So we learned the time of death from the autopsy?
No, because the autopsy said like between 4 and 5:30 or some shit.
Okay. Then
But everyone's been saying 5:15.
Yeah, but
Whether
they've
that's
gotta
correct
be
or not.
wrong.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty clear that Goodman died at the police station.
In the evidence room.
And then was transported here in the trunk of Edgeworth's car.
Right, but presumably without Edgeworth's knowledge, right? Like he was just in there, but... So odd.
Because again, I feel that they were trying to frame Edgeworth.
Sure, I guess I'm just trying to like... There's like so many questions that it's nothing is really coming together yet at all. Like, where was all the blood from the police station? Why did they not find it? Why is the police chief trying to, like, say that there was this miscarriage of justice or whatever, that Edgeworth didn't do all these things that he was supposed to do? Why is the barrel knocked over? Why is the sister confessing? Like, none of it makes sense yet. It just seems like none of it is falling into place at all.
Right.
All right. Well, we'll get there, I'm sure. I saved up my allowance to buy that. Luminal testing fluid received from one very proud-looking Emma Skye. Solution used for scientific investigation finds blood traces. Spray to use. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. That is absolutely false. I mean, well, sorry, I'll rephrase. That is very stupid. She just says that as if it's like a commonplace thing.
Right.
It's not. If the police have found things in their investigation and they don't disclose it to either the prosecutor's office and or to the defense, right? Because it's not the police's job to then pass that information along to the defense team. It's the prosecutor's job, but it's the police's job to have a complete police record of the police report and etc. And have done all of the proper testing of the evidence, pass that all along to the district attorney's office or the prosecutor's office, and then have the prosecutor turn over that material because it's legally required to do so. So if us, in our investigation here, find, if this was the real world, I suppose, if we find that there is evidence that the police have in their custody that would exonerate Lana Skye, and they're not turning it over, we would just go to the judge, tell the judge that this happened. They would get sanctioned, right? At least the prosecution would get sanctioned in some way, and the case would immediately be dropped, like, or at least like reran through and put up for appeal immediately, and whatever other like proper protections there would be. But that would be like a massive miscarriage of justice. So no, that's not technically what happens, but I guess in this world it is, as I've had to say with so many things. Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah! It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it?
Oh my god.
No, it felt that way when we had a dead body. What the hell?
Your sister is gonna go to jail for murder.
Yeah. Guess...
I think you should probably fucking feel like it's really happening.
Yeah. Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Ha! Oh, it was this woman, sorry. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box.
Oh, Christ.
Ms. Starr!
Who cares? Get out of here.
You only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. Today's trial or Detective Starr? Because remember, she's a former detective.
Oh, Christ.
Which is why she was frustratingly given so much leeway in that trial.
Fine, let's say Detective Starr.
So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. She's the cough-up queen.
Yep.
Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. Get it? 'Cause it's her name. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect, and before long they called me the Cough-Up Queen. I think I predicted that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches.
That makes sense. Because she's giving you day-old sushi.
Yeah. And you
And
were...
sashimi.
And you were let go? Fired? I felt that I'd found my dream job when I became an investigator, and if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident. Of course it was. Look at that face.
Yep.
She made.
Yep.
SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean...
Today's trial.
You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Starr, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there, but I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see? I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective, she stabbed Goodman.
It wasn't Goodman.
I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? Okay. So, present. He talked about the photograph. This one? If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room, but even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. I mean, a lot of things are the whole problem. But yeah. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem.
Yeah.
Got her.
And the side boob.
Listen, little girl.
In court.
In court, yeah. I was going to say, some people would not think that's a problem. But yes, in court, absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen, little girl, I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again, just like that time. The SL9 incident. That time? Oh, okay. So then, I guess, since she talked about SL9...
Let's talk to her about it.
What do you think about this?
She's the killer, isn't she?
I imagined she was from the beginning,
Yeah.
but the
I
SL9
really think so.
incident, it's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know.
I bet he was.
Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Oh, okay, so now we can go back in and ask her more questions. So,
Good.
Do we bother presenting this to her as well? I guess.
Well, she mentioned it.
She did, yeah. What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. Okay, that's it. Yeah. Okay. Good. So yes, we said you think you could tell us more about it, but that means if we go to talk, we will be able to ask her about the SL9 incident.
Nice.
That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Who's them? Weren't you one of them? Or do you mean... Oh, right, she hates prosecutors. Mm-hmm. Right, sorry, silly me.
Detectives are disposable.
Disposable? To who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. Oh, it was her, Goodman, Marshall, and whoever this other dude is with his back to us. Mm. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Jesus. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred.
Uh-huh.
What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. Okay, either Marshall or Goodman, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait, could it be? Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Yeah, because remember we were, like, confused as to why he was, like, doing the investigating?
Right.
Oops. I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. Alright, so let's ask her about Marshall, then. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then, it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case. A hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait! Those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Starr's old boyfriends. How many does she have, anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie. What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes? Then you should take this. Salisbury steak lunch? That looks a lot better than Salisbury steaks I've seen in the past. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Steak lunch received from Ms. Starr. Received from Ms. Starr. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. Ms. Starr? Officer Marshall, is he your... are you his... Are you... going out?
Jeez.
She did mention she's very young.
Okay.
Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Okay.
Okay.
Well, then I guess we'll go elsewhere. Do you want to go to the High Prosecutor's Office, the Detention Center, or the Police Department entrance? Technically, we can go to Wright and Call Law offices as well, but we've technically already been there, so.
Well, let's go to the police department entrance, because it seems like that's where they want us to go here.
You got it. February 23rd, Police Department entrance. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast, they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here, after all. So, the evidence room. The scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. She's like a kid at an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Oh, okay. So we go to the guard station, I suppose?
So the last crime scene that we were literally just at wasn't a real crime scene, I guess?
Yeah, I know, right? February 23rd, evidence room entrance, guard station. Wow, you think Marshall is in this room? Again, we've already learned his, like, one character quirk, and then they just vomited it up all over this room as well.
Exactly, there's just a lasso on the floor. Like, what the fuck? I don't care what kind of a cowboy you are. There is not a lasso on the floor of your office.
Yeah.
If you work in an office, like there's just not.
Or
Unless it's a trap, like someone stepping in it, causes them to like go upside down and hang from the ceiling.
it does look like it's positioned in such a way to
Right?
be a trap.
Because it's right under the door.
Yeah. Also, that cactus that hat is resting on had better be fake. Because if any of those like barbs from the cactus get in the hat and then you just put it on your head,
That'd be perfect.
That'd be
Stab
awful.
the shit out of his head.
Oh God. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime? It sure seems that way. Oh. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. What?
What?
Cacti distract you by existing in the same space as you? If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert.
I'm jumping through the glass of the window. I can't with this.
What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Yes, Emma. God, your deductive reasoning is just off the goddamn charts.
It's scientific, Joe.
Is it though?
I almost said digestive reasoning. That would be funny. Her deductive reasoning is scientific.
That's right. This swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch. I'd say it'd be more of a yarg myself. Wow, that is, again, just so much
Stupid.
very good information that we definitely needed. Let's examine this cactus. Yipes, these sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually.
Oh my god.
How so? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her.
Wow.
I'm
That's real
not
sad.
sure I see the resemblance. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Ah, right. The cactus's attitude is
Right.
similar to her sister's. Got it. There's a security guard uniform hanging here. Looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was that called again? A punchy? A paunchy? A pinchy? I know, a poochie!
It's a poncho. You fucking idiot.
I was like, I don't know where she's going with this, but...
She's a poochie.
Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. Okay. Yeah, so those parentheses were him whispering.
Yeah. I think it was
Or
just like
thinking to himself, I should
I
say.
think it was just a thing, like an accidental thing that they put the parentheses there on the other ones, and or that they made her answer
Yeah, it's
even though
weird.
it was supposed to be in his head.
Don't ask me, man. And don't be an apologist for the game, Amy. We all know it makes no sense.
Well, that's true.
It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there. Okay, so can we just do that? No? Why is there a lasso on the floor? Look, on the floor, a lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. Yep. A trap? Here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. Oh my god. But the lasso missed.
Maybe they were trying to catch your intelligence and it missed.
It missed because it was invisible
It
and
didn't
non-existent.
exist.
You sure have an active imagination. Okay. So do we just examine the door to the evidence room then? The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Okay. And I guess that's it for this room then, right? Okay.
There's no, like, key card anywhere by the desk?
No.
Because it looks like we need a key card.
Yeah, but he just said we need someone's permission, so we probably have to move somewhere else to talk to somebody else. Oh, we're back outside, and it's giving us this thing again. So, February 23rd, Police Department entrance. This place is charged with frantic energy, as always. Please! Huh? Wasn't that...
One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you.
Detective Gumshoe?
Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland.
Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. Aww.
Oh, Gumshoe. He's so sad.
I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking.
Now's no time for despair. We've caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence.
The criminal? You mean...
You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal?
On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department?
And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy.
But Detective Gumshoe, who was it?
Marshall.
Listen, pal.
No, because he...
He
Oh,
wasn't in his office.
maybe. I don't know.
Listen, pal. All I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto.
That's why he needs the steak lunch so he can give it to Marshall.
Standing around here talking isn't going to fill my belly.
Or he was just gonna eat it.
Wait, don't leave.
If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later.
Bye, Gumshoe. He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation's off to a running start. Get it? Alright, so you want to go to the... Oh, they're right. Wright & Co. law offices, underground parking lot, criminal affairs department, or guard station. None of those are the detention center, but we know that we can get there from the parking lot if we really want.
Okay. Well, he's headed to the evidence room, which we wanted to go to.
Yeah, but we needed someone's permission to get in. We assumed it would be Marshall's.
Oh.
But if he has access...
Yeah, maybe we should just go to the guard station and, like, follow him in there, and then...
Nope.
No? Okay.
Nope.
I was just gonna say, like, if we could follow him in there,
Right.
then we can just, like... Be like, yeah, you're gonna let us into the evidence room, right, Gumshoe?
All right, so criminal affairs
Just like
department.
you gave us those autopsy reports when you weren't supposed to.
Exactly. Criminal affairs department or to the parking lot so that we can get to the detention center.
Yeah, the parking lot.
February 23rd, detention center, visitors room. Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best to not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. Ugh. Feedback.
Apparently it sounds like ween.
Yeah, exactly. What was that?
Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was...
Oh. It's the gangly dude who was saluting, whatever his name is. I'd say I was the perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say. At least I think, yeah, it's him. Look at him. Hi. Greetings,
Meechin
sir.
Or something? Meechin?
Meekins. Meekins. Wait, I know who you are.
Oh, because he's meek.
Yes.
I get it.
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Officer Meekins, so you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir.
Okay. How come his armband is green now? Wasn't it red when we saw him last time?
I could not tell you that.
Pretty sure it was red.
Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report? No, sir. How should I say this? Wait, he isn't. Is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't. Did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir!
Oh, God.
What? What? Now this is an unexpected turn of
He
events.
sure is.
Holy shit, Meekins.
That's why his hand's all busted.
Yeah. Well, it was busted when we saw him when he was trying to give us the
yeah,
report,
that's
too.
true.
Anyway, the day of the crime or the victim?
The day of the crime.
Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir! Sir! Ow. I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So, normally there's a guard at the evidence room? That's right, sir. Because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to... Oh, look at him. He's happy now.
Yeah.
Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir!
Okay, we get it.
Ha ha!
Just simmer down.
A suspicious person? Yow! What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out.
So was it white, red, or black?
All of it.
Okay.
And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky. That's true.
That's what I said.
Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. So the victim or the hand?
Yeah, the hand.
About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? Whoa. But sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious.
Okay.
Okay, so
So somebody pointed a knife at you, and it was a detective.
And so he got cut on the hand, Lana got cut on the hand, and then Lana stabbed and killed him? I don't think that's correct, but... The next thing you knew, you were... Huh? Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir! All alone! Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared! What? Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir! Oh, the shock! Oh, the sorrow, sir! Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story.
The victim.
I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct?
Nope.
You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right?
Nope.
Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive and well at that. Ah, yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side.
Wow, this dude's a lot.
I love him so much. So you didn't know him? Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts.
Wow.
I don't know any detectives. So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him?
Because he didn't, you fucking idiot.
Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more...
Didn't.
At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Okay, do we, like, present him with evidence now? Like, is there anything to show him? I guess we could try to show him...
the knife, yeah.
Officer Meekins, this is for you. Eek! I'm scared of knives, sir! It's okay, I just wanted you to take a look at it. That's it, sir! Last night, sir, that's the one! I was an apple, sir, in my dreams, sir, and I was being peeled. Didn't we say, like, as a joke, that, the blood on the knife, the other knife, would be from Edgeworth
apples.
peeling an apple?
Yeah.
On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot.
Yeah, I guess his hand was being peeled.
Weird. Gross.
Very disturbing.
What if we present him with this? What does he say about that? Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir, really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir. He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright. It takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. Okay. Alright, I don't know what the hell else I would show him.
No, I don't think there is anything else.
Alright, and that didn't give us any new information,
Unless
so...
you want to show him the photo
Which one?
of Lana.
This one?
Her name is Lana, right?
Yeah, Lana Sky, yeah. Hey! Why do you have that? That's... From the day. It was taken at the prosecutor's office. The day that Detective Goodman's body was found in the trunk. So this means I'm a free man, innocent. If this is a dream, sir, then I hope I never wake up. If this is a dream, you'd better wake up right now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all? That's it.
Well, that was something.
I guess. What about this? Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Edgeworth. Okay. Whoops. Okay. I don't know. Anything else? This knife? Officer Meekins, this is for you. Eek! I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay, I just wanted you to take a look at it. That's it, sir. Last night, sir, that's the one. How? But this is the different knife.
Yeah.
I was an apple, sir, in my dreams, sir, and I was being peeled. On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot.
It might have just been that any knife would make him have that
It seems
reaction.
that way, yeah. Okay, and this mean anything? Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? Sorry, sir. Okay. Alright. I don't know.
Okay.
Anything else at all?
I don't think so.
Me neither.
Unless you want to show him the shoe.
Could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Ask Edgeworth. Okay. Alright. Then we'll back up.
Give him the steak lunch.
No. Wright & Co. Law Offices, Underground Parking Lot, Criminal Affairs Department.
Criminal affairs?
February 23rd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder of the detective down at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. It makes my head hurt. Yeah, mine too. Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating, but don't mess up or we could wind up dead. Wow. Wow. No. Just no.
Does Goodman have a twin?
I mean, I thought about it, but why would they have the same ID number and the same name? Like, unless...
Doppelganger.
Well, or the twin
Like a
dressed up as him to
disguise.
help
Yeah.
him. Yeah, it's possible. But why would he have two IDs? Or, oh no, he didn't have a second ID. It's just that the chief of police knew his ID number.
Right.
It's possible. That was something I was thinking of, yeah. I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. Okay, so nothing here. So, detention center or police department entrance?
How about the entrance? Just because it's the entrance.
Okay, Wright & Co. law offices, underground parking lot, criminal affairs department, or guard station?
I don't know. I guess we can go back to the guard station and see if anything changed there.
Nope. All right, so he mentioned Edgeworth, right? So let's see. There was a way that we could go to the, like, was it from here? That we could get to the High Prosecutor's Office. Yeah, okay. Here we go. February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. What would have possibly changed? Edgeworth was with us in court the whole time. And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing.
I
guess
like how the trophy's here again, even though it's
in
with
evidence.
us.
Yeah. I guess we'll have to come back. Okay, so if we have to come back, where the hell do we go now?
Do we talk to her again? Maybe there's another dialogue option?
Nope. Do we get new evidence into the thing? Oh, the steak lunch, but he's not here. Okay, where could he be? I thought we went everywhere else.
Yeah. We went to go see him, but he wasn't there still.
Right, and even Gumshoe. We couldn't give it to him either.
Right.
Alright, let's try here again and see if the guard station is available now that... Nope, it's definitely not.
Okay.
What the hell? Where do we go now?
There's gotta be something we're missing.
Yeah.
Maybe just go back to the law offices. Maybe we have to do some stuff there before we can go anywhere.
Well, it will let us talk to her, so what to do or any ideas?
What to do?
Well, where should we begin? Oh, well, isn't it obvious? You should begin with that, you know, that thing.
Wow.
The mystery of the victim, I guess. How could one man, Detective Goodman, be killed in two places simultaneously? Oh, well, you see, we should go to the police department. The evidence room, was it? I'm not being very useful here, am I? No, you're being very helpful.
No. Definitely not.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all these rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December.
Yeah, that guy is doing a lot to make Edgeworth look bad.
Yeah. There was that business with him not reading that officer's report. Ah, about the killing at the police department, right? The chief of police was right about that, but I can't help but think someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. Yeah, it's Lana. She said so multiple times. Alright, so...
She said she didn't like Edgeworth?
She doesn't like... maybe I'm thinking of Starr, Ms. Starr.
Yeah.
Ms. Starr doesn't like prosecutors. Sorry. Alright, let's go back to the detention center. There's nothing we can present him with. So, and talk, there's no new options. It's gotta be around here somewhere, man. Come on.
Well, now let's go back to the evidence room. Or the lead up to the evidence room, the security office.
That's this.
Yeah. The guard station, that's what it is.
Nope.
Damn it. I thought after doing that, maybe.
Nope. Okay. This is weird. Okay, so we've been almost everywhere. Where have we not been? We were there.
Yeah.
Back to the detention center. We've been there. We were just here. Examine? There's like nothing to examine, is there? These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tidier than I'd expect. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, this is fascinating.
That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. I know, the killer used dry ice. If you put it between the latch and the door, the room could be sealed shut. This is good. I'll win a writer's award for sure.
No, you won't.
He's not writing a report. He's writing a novel. Okay. Wow.
In that case, maybe he will.
So, this is the police mascot, is it? The Blue Badger, future star of the police force. The design's a little changed from the one outside. Well, the Dancing Blue Badger, TM, is still under development, you see. You have it trademarked? Absolutely. It's cutting edge stuff, very now. I showed this doll here to my daughter and she burst into tears. Don't show her the moving mock-up outside then, you'll give her nightmares. Okay. That must be the chief of detectives. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Detective killed in the evidence room. Tell no one outside the police department. No! I told that old lady at the restaurant everything. Someone's getting a demotion. Wow. Okay.
Really stupid.
Where do we go? What? We kind of looked around, but kind of didn't here. I always get excited when I come to a police station. Why's that? It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. Okay. Look, that patrolman is saluting that other guy. He must be a detective. Answer me. How many fingers do you see? I'm sorry, I don't know. Well, that's 20 for the left, but nowhere near that for the right. What? Get glasses, officer. Got it. That wasn't a salute. It was an eye test. They make a good pair. Of eyes?
No, it's a bad pair.
Yeah.
Because
you can't see. The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. The Blue Badger is still writhing around today.
It's so creepy.
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department's been dancing around like crazy since yesterday. Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel he's going to do something naughty. What? The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human. Wow. She has a point.
She does?
So, a lot of times the missing people's posters, I guess it depends on how long a person's been missing, but sometimes what they'll try to do is like, I mean, sometimes it's like a sketch. If it's recent, it's just a recent photo.
Yeah.
But sometimes what they do is if the person's been missing for years, especially if they were young at the time that they disappeared, they will show like a computer-generated aging of the photograph.
Oh, okay.
So it looks really weird when you see the aging of the photograph.
Fake looking.
Yeah, when I interned at the DA's office, they had a good number of those in the in like the copy room or whatever up on the cork board. Yeah. And it was odd to look at. Like they showed the old picture of them and then showed like this is possibly what they'd look like today. And like she said, there are certain things that are off and make them look alien, which is very weird. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea. Why? Well, I think they're designed after a panda. A panda? Not that I have scientific proof. It's just a theory. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car, and it just came to me. We'd just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? The banner here is announcing their crime-fighting campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets. I don't think it's that kind of campaign. What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. Yeah, we read these the last time we were here.
Yep.
I was just trying to be thorough. Sorry, everybody. Okay, so she has no other options. Is there more stuff we can present her with at all? Maybe this? Could you take a look at this? You? Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. She didn't even look at it. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it! So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite! The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. Where is Marshall? So we can give him this fucking steak.
Well, I guess we could go back to the guard station now. That we've done like
We've gone back to the guard station a million times.
I know.
And we've done nothing progressive since the last time we were there. Where the hell is it?
Police department.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Sorry. Yeah, we've done absolutely nothing since we were last here to have made that a thing. All right. This is very frustrating. All right. Screw it. I'm looking it up. I'll be right back. Okay, I figured it out. And of course, we're not in the right spot to get to where we want to go. But we want to go to the detention center. Because of all the things that we presented to Meekins, you know the one thing that we didn't present to him?
What? Ah. That makes sense.
Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's it! That's what? My head was a blank until this very moment. But, sir, now I remember, sir! You mean you remember what happened? Correct! That card was the cause of it all! This ID card? Exactly, sir, that's exactly it! Nothing could be more exact, sir, nothing! I'd better pry into this one a little deeper.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. I was like, how? But you go this way. Crime details. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a little lost patrolman, a lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room, and that's why you thought he looked suspicious? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. He's crying a little. So I whooped and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him? Do unto to others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir. Well, your own father fucked up the quote real bad.
Well, that kind of makes sense. I mean, he's not the best with the English language either.
What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir, everything went white. When I awoke, I was here. Right.
So it was white.
Reason for arrest. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim, whom he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. Yeah, that's true. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir! That's what I wanted to say! That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here? They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said.
Or it was someone posing as Detective Goodman.
Right,
Who
but
was in the evidence room.
right. But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there, it's me, it's on tape.
Oh, jeez.
And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks. I have my own. Well, guess we better go check out the crime scene. Okay, now's the time. See, you were right that we need to go there, but you just weren't right about what, like, we needed to do one more thing first, right? So now we can go check out the crime scene. Or we can't. What the fuck? Oh, the underground? No, we were just there. He said check out the...
Maybe it's the other crime scene.
No, it's here. February 23rd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Hey, Mr. Wright! Look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives desk. It's Police Chief Gant. And you're sure this is all, hmm? You know what it means if there is anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal?
No.
Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The Chief of Detectives looks a little flustered. Aha! Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh ho ho, Chief Gant! Reporting for duty, sir! What? Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? I don't...
What the fuck are we doing?
Were we, like, insulting him? Like, making fun of him? Alright, Edgeworth or evidence room incident?
Okay, I understand what happened.
What?
Phoenix Wright had a psychotic break. Emma isn't real. It's just in his head.
And he just was so messed up being two people at any given time that he then slipped into Meekins as well.
Yeah. And now he's saluting this douchebag.
Yeah. So do we want to ask him about Edgeworth or the evidence room incident?
The evidence room incident.
It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf, too, I mean. They're being the prosecutors, I assume? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it.
Because you suck.
I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the Chief of Detectives' trap shut. Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier? Huh, you saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the Chief of Detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Oh, God, sorry,
Let's
I
see
clicked
if
the
we
wrong
can offer him the steak dinner.
Yeah, I mean, if we
Steak
can,
lunch.
sure. Sure. Alright, sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. Edgeworth. Is Edgeworth gonna be okay? Oh, Worthy? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto? Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it, so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they'd do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? Okay, so do we try to present him with anything? The knife, I guess? I was wondering, could you take a look at this? Ah, sorry, Righto. I'm through with that stuff. Through, I say. Go find that guy who can't seem to sit still out there. The busy one. The guy who can't sit still. Does he mean Detective Gumshoe? Either him or the dancing blue badger.
Because he's not still. He
Yeah.
dances.
Sorry, I'm through with that. Okay. Gumshoe. Got it. Okay, I guess that's it then. If he's not looking at anything. Let's move to the police department entrance. Move to the guard station? God damn it, man. What the hell? Parking lot? Nope. Okay. Detention center? No. Alright, so we're here. He's still there. We can't talk to him about any more things, but we could still possibly present him with stuff. This? I was wondering, could you take a look at this? Sorry, Righto! Okay, so it's not that. This? Nope. Okay. This. Nope. This? Nope. Okay, well. I guess I'll look it up again. Sorry, everybody. What the hell do I do? I have no idea.
I don't know, man.
This sucks ass. I hate every second of it. This chapter is garbage. Anyway, we'll be back. Okay, I looked it up. I mean, he mentioned, you know, talk to the guy that's doing the stuff back there. So... Oh, sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is... Oh, sorry. The date on it's February 21st. Better make a note of that, just in case. Goodman's lost item report added to the court record. A half-written document dated February 21st can only be submitted to the chief of police. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Okay, but I guess we should look at the new item in our court record. Okay, lost item report, February 21st, name Bruce Goodman, ID 59, and then he scratched out the 9. Item lost, we don't know, status report, and blank. Okay.
I don't think he scratched out the 9. I think he was killed as he was writing the 9.
Huh. Because it's February 21st.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my theory.
Alright, fair enough.
And I believe the item is the switchblade.
That he lost?
Yeah.
Alright, do we want to present this thing to him since it can only be presented to the chief of police? Or since Phoenix said I should go check the crime scene, that we should go check the crime scene instead.
Well, first I want to check the switchblade and well, I don't know if the tag doesn't say the item number. It just says the case number.
Right.
Okay.
But the number, the 5 and then the 9, was his ID number, not an item number of any kind.
Oh. Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, 5-9 is not sufficient enough to check against an item anyways.
Right. It is 5842189 is his ID number.
Ah.
But so then maybe that's why he crossed out the 9, but then he stopped, like you said. So who knows whether he was actually killed at that point? Maybe he didn't finish the loop. Who knows? Anyway, do you want?
Maybe his twin brother's ID number is 5-9 instead of 5-8.
Maybe. Do you want to present this thing to him, or do you want to go check out the crime scene?
I don't trust this guy, so I don't really want to. But I think we probably need to.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, could you take a look at this? Oh, sorry, righto. Okay, so no, because that's just what he's been saying. Okay. Let's move to the police department entrance and move again to the guard station and move again. What the hell? I'm so mad. Okay, because we already checked out all of this stuff. It said to check out the crime scene. Didn't he say that?
Yep.
This is where the crime happened, is in there. Let me in. What the hell? I'm just so mad. Like, just so mad. Where the hell? No, he's in the criminal affairs department. Here we go.
Okay.
Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright-O asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Long annoying pause. Now Wright-O. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Wright-O, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So, because he's a game show host and they give out money. Yeah. Anyway, so go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. It just goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you, here, you can borrow this. Huh? Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir. It's an honor. So, you just run along and do your best now. Later, folks.
Did he actually say folks?
He did.
Oh my gosh.
It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir. Because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Okay. Why don't we get to go to the evidence room?
Because you have to go to the entrance first, and then you can go to the evidence room.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Through the guard station. Nope.
What the hell, man? Well, maybe we can just, like, go up to the door and use it this time.
Oh,
the guard station. Like, walk up to it and use it.
Well, you can't walk up to it, but we can do this. The evidence room is beyond that door. And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha! The card reader's turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, well, what's made my Bambina's sky so gray?
Oh, God. This guy's the worst.
Officer Marshall! Why does it have to be him?
Exactly.
What's that? Why does it have to be him look for?
Wow.
As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon.
We're here to investigate the crime scene.
Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw?
Well, what are you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting.
Beep.
Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions? Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then? In other words, is that what that means?
I don't think he's got a mind at all.
Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres.
Alright, guard station or marshal?
Marshall, try to press him.
I was wondering if we could talk to you.
Sorry, Bambina. But I'm off to roam the lands like a tumbleweed on the wide prairie. Like a gunslinger loading his six-shooter, I say a little prayer.
What was that all about, Mr. Wright?
I think he was just too hungry to talk.
You're just saying that because his stomach was growling. You have no idea what he was talking about either.
Well, in any case, we need to get cracking on this investigation pronto.
Guard station?
Okay. That was a waste of time.
I was wondering if we could talk to you.
Sorry, Bambina, but I'm off to roam, blah, 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 blah. His stomach growls. We have no idea what's going on. Okay.
Now, move to the evidence room. Thank the gods above. I've been trying to do this for days, I feel like. February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3.
It's quiet. The investigation must be over here.
So this is the evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard.
Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue.
Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me.
Wow.
It's Gumshoe.
Eek!
Whoa!
Did the power just go out?
No.
Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So, is it true what I heard? Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's desire. Knock yourself out.
Yeah, it's true.
So, Chief of Police Gant, will loan anyone $50? Even me?
Oh, so that's what you were talking about?
Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today.
Just for today? Boss for a day?
But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day.
Gee, thanks.
First of all, you'll want to have this.
Evidence room floor plans added to the court records. Scene of a stabbing of a detective at the police department. Alright, so if we check the court record, we can actually look at it. Wow.
Wow.
Super detailed.
That could be literally fucking anything. That could be like the sock on my foot.
Yeah, so glad I checked. Alright, well we got boss for a day or Edgeworth.
Boss for a day.
So, Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for the day?
That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department.
But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings?
They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial.
In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again.
I'm adamant, though. I'm gonna take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal.
You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe?
Haha, of course! I'm a detective, after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal.
Only you can open? Edgeworth or evidence lockers?
Evidence lockers.
This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed, so that only one detective can open it.
Using their ID card?
Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my 3rd card since entering the force already.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand.
right hand. Oh, you mean your fingerprint?
Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. Ow. So the only locker we can open is our own.
Funny, they look like normal lockers.
These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see?
The handles?
On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it,
Zap, you get a shock.
if that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks.
Evidence locker added to the court record. Only the assigned detective's prints can unlock it. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. Okay, and then we can ask about Edgeworth.
Yeah.
I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens.
So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee right now, right?
They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today.
I see.
I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case.
That case?
Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth.
Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. No, you can't. Well, actually, that's not true. We probably can if we go back and present him with the thing that says SL9 on it.
Oh.
Which was this.
Detective Goodman's note, and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone.
Because of the SL9 connection?
That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared.
But why would evidence from that case turn up now?
I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case.
Okay. I guess that's it then? Well, actually, hold on. There it is.
Nice.
Knew it.
Now that was a bloody, violent case.
Violent? So it was a murder?
A serial killing.
Whoa.
A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all.
But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him.
And this was 2 years ago?
That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight, and started the rumor mill.
Rumors? About forged evidence?
It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is.
Huh? What do you mean?
Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see?
So, that switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? Okay. So do we present him with more things? They already talked about...
Switchblade?
Yeah, but we already showed, he talked about both of them.
Yeah, but if we need him to talk more.
Nope. But Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone because of the connection. That was his first big case. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. Why would it turn up now? I guess it's not over. Maybe there are some loose ends. Alright, so hold on. Let's examine this room a little bit, I guess. There's something sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here.
There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently.
How do you know?
If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence?
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves...
Silly evidence?
Yeah. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot, too. I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat, either.
If you're gonna talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal.
Wow.
Jesus. This place is stuffed with evidence. Stuffed with dreams. I'm not so sure about the dreams. It won't open. Did you really think it would?
Hey, pal, our security's high-tech around here.
Okay. Okay, and so because those don't have anything sticking out of them, some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here. What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is.
Ah, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it.
Why is it in the evidence room?
Wait, I've seen that somewhere before.
Right, pal. That's that metal detector. The one that led to the solving of that case out on Gourd Lake, remember?
Oh, right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago.
Yeah, it does. Actually.
And, I don't think I've seen this one before.
Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it'll come in handy in solving some case sooner or later.
A bug sweeper?
Yeah, sweeping for bugs. Listening devices. Bugs that you would plant in somebody's like house or whatever.
I was like, are they trying to see like how decayed something is by the bugs that are living on it?
Yeah, no, a listening device. That cheap looking box?
You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart.
Okay. Thanks. There's just a door here.
A car door, yeah.
Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner. That looks like a car door. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away. Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing. He's been shot square in the forehead. Better him than us. Wow. Solid. Okay, so there's the bug, the fishing pole, and the metal detector. Is this anything? No. And this, and oh, this door. That's the door we just came in through. Looks like you don't need an ID card to get out. I wonder what would happen if Officer Marshall cut the power while we were inside. Let's hope he remembers we're in here.
There's a slide.
Yeah. I was just trying to do everything on that side, but thank you. Oh good, a bloody handprint. We'll get to that in a minute. Nothing up there, nothing there. There's like a lot of stuff here to look at. Alright, let's try this. What is this saw and paint doing here?
Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression.
Oh, jeez.
True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger?
Well, you might say this is my studio.
Uh-huh.
Here?
Doesn't seem to have adequate ventilation for that kind of thing.
Nice. Good call. Here? In the evidence room?
Plus, it's the fucking evidence room, so stay out of it unless you have evidence.
Someone left a glove here, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe?
There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know?
You mean SL9? It does have a tag on it. Rubber glove added to the court record. Tagged evidence from the SL9 incident. Extremely thin rubber glove.
It looks thick to me, but...
So we get to rotate it and look at it. Well, first of all, let's check the tag. The tag says SL911. I guess this is another piece of evidence from that case. You know, I never did care for the word tag. It's confusing. Huh? What's so confusing about that? Do you know how many other words sound like it? Bag, gag, nag, lag, zag? Zag? Is that a word? Do you challenge me? What, are we playing a word game now?
Is this stupid?
A little. Alright, nothing more to see there.
Wow. How incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Look! This one's open, and the red indicator light above the door is lit.
That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint.
Detective Goodman's locker? Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that?
Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it.
It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. Okay, and then... Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps?
There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case.
The case?
The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there?
Another
annoyingly repetitive.
Another piece of SL9 evidence. Take a closer look or look for other evidence.
Take a closer look.
I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. You want to try to put it back together?
Ha! Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up.
That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Oh, shit.
Fits. Okay.
Really? Oh, God. Okay.
Can the pieces be rotated, or that's just the oh?
Yeah, so you
shit.
can rotate it left or right. Like this. And then it says combine. Okay. Oh, so we're trying to find the piece that's broken like that jagged edge that's outlined in red. We're looking for sharp oh!
There.
Yeah, we got it. Hell yeah. Amazing. Okay, now we're looking for that piece. No, I don't think so. No. Maybe. No. Like this? No. Like this. Right? Yup. Amazing.
Nice.
Whew. Okay. That just
Nice.
went right in. Okay. Convenient. Helpful. All right, this weird thing.
Oh, I think I've seen this piece. Is that
This
that
one?
Yeah, like if you turn it upside down.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, this way. No, what the hell?
It's not that piece.
No, it's not that.
It just has a similar shaped break.
Yeah, it does. No.
Oh, that
This.
one did.
It's this.
yeah.
It looked weird from that other angle, though.
Yeah, because of the way that they like made it look 3D or whatever.
Yeah. No. Like that. Yup. The hell is this? Just a random
I
vase?
have no idea.
It's this way?
It has.
It's not that way? The hell? Oh, wait. Sorry. I meant to push that button. There we go. Okay. We're getting there.
Yeah, I don't know what this thing is.
Neither do I. No. It's got to be this, right? Yeah, it just goes like that. Okay. And last but not least... We're still missing one piece, but... Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that thought too in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I kind of understand how it got broken. Unstable jar added to the court record. Jar pieced back together from fragments found at the crime scene. A piece is missing. Okay, should we... If we check the court record and look at it, we might be able to, like... Yeah, because we're examining it. So tell me what this red stuff is. Is it blood or is it like a design? Hey, look! They're hard to make out, but there are some dark red stains here. They're definitely not hard to make out at all. They're like the only thing that's different on this whole thing,
Right.
but for the handles. Looks like blood. Do you think Detective Goodman's blood somehow got on this when he was stabbed? Not likely. This blood looks like it's been here for months, maybe longer. This jar was evidence in the SL9 incident. That might be when the blood got on it. Okay. It's rotated a bit. Oh, good, there is a... Oh, it's see-through. Huh? This thing doesn't have a bottom? That's weird. I wonder which side is up. Better yet, what's the purpose of a bottomless jar? At least it doesn't collect dust inside, right? I mean, that's definitely not true. Dust can absolutely adhere to any surface. All right, so if this is the bottom instead, and it's like that?
Yeah.
That's so weird. Okay. Huh. Okay. I guess that's it then, though, right? Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Maybe it doesn't have a bottom. Maybe it's a pipe of some kind.
Maybe. What's this? Blood! It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright! What if there are other blood stains left in the room? We should use her testing fluid to check it out. Nice. Okay. So, let's do that. Jesus. Should we check, like, here on the floor?
Sure.
There it is. Nope, that's still the red light. Where the hell would this blood be? On the paint cans? No.
On the floor in front of the lockers?
Look over here.
No.
Oh, yeah, you were actually absolutely right.
I was talking about over here.
Oh, well. But look, we found a bunch of blood right there.
Yeah, I was pretty sure you already checked that area, though.
I did not. What about this? Damn, okay. Nothing in the car.
Try the door handle. If there's a bloody handprint.
Yeah, good point. No luck, but like I said, good idea.
Oh. It went away.
Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming that's just it. Wait, what the... Whoops, sorry. If you put these pieces together, it makes a jar. There are two things that bother me. One, why are some of the pieces missing? Two, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke. I'll make sure to remember that next time I make a jar. Okay. Alright, so we have to do this all over again because that didn't work. Okay.
There you go.
Thank you. That must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it.
So he was killed in the evidence room.
I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien? This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked.
Your opinion's stupid.
Yeah, very stupid. Alright. Well, we did it. Now we can go to the court record, check the floor plans. Okay, and we have the blue blood marked now. Okay.
Okay, so the killer stole the switchblade
Right.
from Goodman as he was opening his locker.
And stabbed him with
And
it?
stabbed Goodman. Not with the switchblade, with Edgeworth's knife. And then tried to write the lost item card using Goodman's information, but he didn't have his ID card.
Okay.
Or he couldn't find his ID card. And then... So they didn't finish filling out the card. The lost item card.
Right.
But later, when they moved the body, his ID card got dropped in the parking lot.
Okay.
Parking garage.
I genuinely have no idea, so any thought that you have whatsoever is more plausible than what I'm thinking, which is literal nothing. So I'm totally drawing a blank. I have no idea. So, nothing. Okay. I don't know that there's anything else to examine in here. We got it all.
Yeah.
Like... Yeah, we got all this already. Okay, where do we go now? Hold on. Let's go back to the evidence room for a second. Is there anything we're supposed to present to him then?
I guess
Maybe
so.
this jar and ask him about it? Allow me to say one thing. Speaking as a detective, if I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing. That's fine. You bet it's fine, pal. Okay.
Okay.
This glove? Allow me to say one thing. Speaking as a detective, blah, blah, blah. Okay. That's it then. Maybe this? God damn it. Okay, fine. Oh, excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. I forgot about this. Thank God. Okay, let's move back to the guard station then. And present him with this steak lunch. That smell. Ah, reminds me of Texas.
Yeah, that smell is it having gone bad after how long we were waiting for your fucking ass.
So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby? Yeah, Ms. Starr. Well, what's this? What? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch. I see. I see. I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. All right, Bambina, you win. Ask anything. Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. Okay.
Okay.
So, first of all, if he's willing to talk, guard station or Marshall?
Marshall.
Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire.
Wow.
That makes no sense.
Nope.
You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go.
Bad game of poker doesn't have a smell.
Nope, that's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case? That's right. The evidence transferals. Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. Okay, so transferal or guard
Yeah.
station? Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. I see now. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days ago.
That's not a thing. Like, even when cases have gone cold, like, you can always go back to them.
Well, a cold case implies that it's not solved. He's talking about solved cases. The person has been convicted, is in jail, etc. Like,
Yeah, but you can go back and reinvestigate it if new evidence comes up or if something happens with the people who investigated it. Like if, let's just use an example from this game, right? If Edgeworth investigated the case, let's say, even though he's a prosecutor, but if he investigated the case or they think he tampered with evidence or whatever,
sure.
it wouldn't matter how many years it's been. They could always go back and check it.
Sure.
And if Edgeworth was then actually convicted of a crime instead of found not guilty, then they could do it then too.
Sure,
because
all of his stuff would be in question.
Right.
Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Ah, that poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look like it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know?
So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy.
Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. It's definitely going to be a motorcycle, not a horse.
There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place.
You mean the security camera system? Oh, okay, I guess it was an actual horse. He didn't correct them.
I don't take to machines much. Kind of like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know?
All right, let's talk about the security system then.
I know that maybe two of the machines... I know what maybe two of the machines in here do.
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen.
Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks.
You said broccoli.
Yeah, he just has problems with vegetables alongside his steak, I suppose. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours.
Wow.
And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes?
I reckon they might be.
You're the security guard and you reckon?
One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card.
Thus the card reader by the door.
The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through.
Oh. So this is the ID card record. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before.
Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that.
Huh?
I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing.
It's actually quite easy. We just go like this and then present this.
See this? This is the victim's ID card.
Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot?
The number on this is 584-2189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Look, the 4th number. It's a perfect match. It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing.
What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world.
So, when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekins say? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card? What did he do? That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me! If he had his ID card, then why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins?
All right, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record.
ID card record added to the court record. IDs of all who entered the evidence room on February 21st. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Okay. To the evidence room. Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing.
Ah, I heard the rumors. I lost his voice so hard. Come on. Whoa!
What is it?
That second number.
It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe?
Mr. Edgeworth. Jesus Christ. Why? All right, so the second number, is that also the one that's like also the fourth number? No, thank God. Okay.
So it's after Bruce Goodman, I assume, is what he means.
No, the second number is this 8731.
Okay.
The 873 number.
I assumed he meant the second one, meaning...
The second one at 514.
Right. Like the second one after... Or the one other than Bruce Goodman.
Right. No,
So
but there's...
it could be that one, or it could be the actual second one on the list.
Oh, no, I'm almost certain it's the second one, because it's duplicated. The 4989, the one that's at the same time as Goodman, is duplicated above it at 450 as well. So there's got to be a story there as to why that person swiped in twice.
Right.
And I'm sure we'll eventually be told that.
There's no way Gumshoe has memorized Edgeworth's ID number.
It seems to be drastically different enough, right? Like, the others are 4s and 5s.
Right.
I don't know about this 7777777. That may be the guest one.
Yeah.
Like that we have.
Right.
Just to like obviously distinguish who was a guest
Right.
or when they came in.
But yeah, the one that starts with an 8 would
right.
be
It might
a
be
prosecutor.
exactly.
I guess kind of makes sense.
Maybe. I mean, that's my guess, but although again, that would make sense, and this game doesn't always do that, so who knows? Mr. Edgeworth. What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. What? ID card record updated in the court record. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? Oh, okay. Talk? Nope. Okay. Move to the guard station. Do we present him with the thing that he gave us and ask him about it? Nope. The sheriffs back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. About the only thing they trusted was their shooting hand.
That's true.
This is neither Wild nor West here. Aha! But that and this are two different things entirely. I guess so? Huh? I'm lost. Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. Okay. What about this thing? Sheriff's back in the Wild West, blah, 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 blah. Whoops. Okay, good. Back it up. The glove? God.
I don't think we can present him with evidence of any kind.
God.
Based on what he's saying here.
Okay.
I think what we have to do is leave here and try to just go to the department and see if there's anybody else who we can show the thing to.
Nope. There's nobody left. Oh, wait. Maybe what's her... What?
The chief of police.
He was in this room the last time we saw him, and he's not here now. So, no. Meekins, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir. He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright. Takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. Alright, is Edgeworth at his office? Actually, we could probably ask her in case she knows. I doubt it, but I want to cover all my bases here.
Yeah. She used to be a detective, so...
Exactly. Could you take a look at this? You? Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right?
No.
No, but thanks. Shouldn't even look at it. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get a rich flavor like this. We have pre-infused the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it! So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite. The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. Okay, good. Let's move to the High Prosecutor's Office. Nobody's here.
This is so annoying.
Yep. We'll be back. Well, I was almost right. I wasn't, but I was almost right. All right, let's go back to here. Let's move again to here. And back to here. And back to here. because we need this. Even though I'm relatively certain, and people can go back and check, I'm relatively certain I sprayed over here. Didn't I?
Did.
But look at that.
I see a partial handprint.
You sure do. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. This just might be something significant. Hey! That's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What, this? It's called luminal testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief.
God.
Where do you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I'd better jot this down on the floor plans.
I mean, if it's something for the job, just requisition it.
Right?
You don't have to borrow money from somebody so that you can afford to buy something you need for your job.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Alright, let's examine this. Even though it was blatantly obvious that it was a bloody handprint, you have to actually spray it with the luminal testing fluid as well. I knew it! This is someone's right handprint. What? What's the matter, Detective? This locker. It's mine. It's yours? Please. You have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly.
No, please.
You'll do that for me, won't you, pals?
Just because the victim got stabbed in here and then started walking away and touching lockers to support himself as he was trying to leave the room doesn't mean that implicates you in any kind of way. For a detective, this guy's really stupid.
Well, yeah. This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. What? But you're a detective. Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you needed to be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm gonna go give him my report for the day. That is a restaurant menu. It might help, you know. Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he could use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you got friends like Detective Gumshoe? I'm off, pal. Later.
Wow.
I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too. So I was real close.
Okay.
We did have to go back to see Edgeworth, but not yet.
Yeah, we
now
had to
we do.
spray things with luminal fluid or whatever.
Yeah, luminal testing fluid. Super annoying. All right, here we go. High Prosecutor's Office. February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Jesus. Ah, guests, my apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we
This
met?
dude with the one red highlight.
Yeah. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. Right. He has the hotel bring him tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry. I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Yes, he brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently a new French restaurant's opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow.
That flyer doesn't look French.
The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing has really taken a toll on him. Alright, let's talk to him. Inquiry committee or tomorrow's trial?
Committee.
So, how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Okay, tomorrow's trial?
Yeah.
Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However, something happened? They gave control of the investigation over to the police department.
The police department. Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police, Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why, I ask you, why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still. Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Alright, let's present him with some evidence, I suppose.
Yeah.
We got a lot of options, now that we've added all these millions of things. This first?
Yeah.
Wright, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea? I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner. Whose side are you on, anyway? Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. Okay. So he doesn't care about the jar. He probably doesn't care about the glove. Does he care about the lost item report? Yes, because his number is on here. Or not the lost item report. I'm thinking of this, the ID card.
Yeah, the log.
Sorry. They're both pieces of paper. Oh, right! I better check this now. As I was saying, what's this? A record of ID card usage. Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Gant, no less. Yeah, I kind of suspected this dude might have been the killer.
Shady AF.
Yeah. Some game show host you are. The Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I better make a note of it. Unrelated evidence. Screwdriver added to the court record. Evidence from a past case of Edgeworth's, brought back to his office by Gant's request. Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Speaking of me being stubborn, let's look at it. The tag says AI-16.
Oh, so this is a different case.
That's what they were saying. It's a fully different case.
It's Edgeworth's case. It's not Goodman's case.
What's
I
that?
don't know what detective was on it, but...
Right. What's that got to do with anything? Nothing, apparently. At least, that's what Edgeworth said. That makes it seem all the more suspicious. Who knows? This might turn out to be the clue that breaks the case. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yep.
Foreshadowing anybody?
We should spray it with the luminal spray.
Yeah, we can't do that. Anyway. Oh, sorry. Oh, right, okay, we're still checking evidence with him. Let's show him the floor plans now that they're noted with all the blood spots.
Oh, they are?
Right, because we noted them every time.
Oh.
Yeah, look.
Oh, okay.
Damn it. Really? Okay.
I don't know if he's gonna accept another thing.
I don't either. There's gotta be something. Damn it. Shit. Okay, we're good. And he has nothing more to say this way. There's gotta be something else.
The only thing we didn't do was the glove.
So frustrating.
Or, I guess, technically the locker. Is that one of the ones with the handprint?
No. Or, yes.
but it's just letting us know how it works.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else.
Me neither, but then...
Maybe we have to examine this room again?
Doubtful. There's no reason to.
Yeah, there's been no changes to it.
Nope. Okay, so she's gone now. Detention center? Do we present somebody with this stupid thing? Just take a look at this. I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry. No idea. Okay. No more talking to him.
I guess we could present him with more things, though. If we want. Maybe the vase thing? Maybe he knows what the hell it is.
Nope. Alright. Chief Gant's still not here. What's his name's not here anymore either. And nobody seems to be in the evidence room. This is so frustrating.
Anymore.
Yeah, even the music's given up on us. Okay, I figured it out this time, and I believe this should be the last time I have to look something up. This is infuriating. Whoops, I kind of went the wrong way. Anyway, it's infuriating. Let's go up to... Oh my god. Sorry. I didn't hit down twice. I only hit it once. Okay. We do have to present him with things, and what we have to present him with, apparently, is evidence that he already saw in the trial, which is why I didn't think to present it to him.
Oh, okay. He's still mad about it, though.
I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident, and some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. He must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Allegations of forgery.
Okay.
The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too then. He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why was the deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't... Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science. Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminal testing fluid, hmm? Well then, you might have use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints! It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Fingerprinting set and fingerprint file received. Fingerprinting set recovers fingerprints from handprints for comparison with fingerprint file.
Take your powder, take your guns, report to General Washington.
Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Really? Dude, really? This one they fucking spoon feed to us, and all the other ones they're like, well, good frickin' luck. It's like, yeah, I
Right.
guess, thanks.
So annoying.
February 23rd, evidence room, Sector 3. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint, so let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. What?
The pointer finger.
Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? With enter, see? Ah, it looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that?
You're supposed to brush it away with the brush.
With E. Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake.
You're not supposed to blow on evidence.
See? Yeah, exactly. Wow, that looks like fun. It might take some getting used to, though. It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything.
Ew.
You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the
Hope
basics.
it doesn't go up your nose. You don't want that shit in your lungs.
That's true. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. I guess I'd better give it a try. Okay. No reason not to just go all out and make sure I don't screw anything up. Okay, and then
Alright.
look at that.
Very nice.
Make sure we get a clear print here. Aha! You did it! You found one! But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean?
Somebody was wearing a glove.
I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely. Oh, this like weird other spot.
Yeah,
It seems like there are
gray one.
fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside the blood. Yeah, like very obviously right there. Okay. There, that's much better. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You get a little bit more over here, and blow it away. Really? That's not good enough for you? Wow. What the hell? Thank you. Yay! A print so clear it's dazzling. Yeah, it didn't really need to be that clear, lady, I promise. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Yeah, you're telling me. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet? This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth and point out the person you think left these prints. Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was? I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So, whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this evidence locker? Okay, so it's not Gant. It's not Meekins.
No, it would be Gumshoe. That's his locker.
Right. Yeah, there you go. Comparison complete. Match found. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe.
There's no way this dude's only 30.
I think
No
we've had that
fucking way.
discussion. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Okay, let's check it out.
Yeah, and that one was cleaned.
This is where we got a luminal fluid reaction, right? Right! There was a handprint here. Okay, want to try using this? There go her eyes sparkling again. Check for prints. Okay, let's check for prints. That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me. Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Okay. Where would other prints be? On the handle or whatever? Oh! Okay, it's just showing one randomly here, I guess. Okay, let's try this.
You just try to take up like the whole box.
Yep. Oh, we did it. Okay. I gave it my best shot. That kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it? But it doesn't look like we'll get clear results from this print. Or a clear result from this print. Okay, let's try a different finger then. Okay. Oh, right, okay, so it's...
Like the thumb.
Yeah, thumbprint would be like around here-ish? Or this is the one that we just checked, or...
Yeah. But it's still lighting up yellow, though.
Unless that's the thumb?
Oh, maybe it is.
If this is the thumb, because it's the left hand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here's one. Okay, let's try that. Wow, much better.
Nice.
Whew, okay. It actually kind of looks like it's Gantz, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's
What
take
else
a look.
is? You want to just check it with... Oh! Never mind.
Marshalls.
It's 100% Marshalls. Wow. Hey, these fingerprints, they... Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Marshall's fingerprints added to the court record. Found on a bloody handprint left in the evidence room. The print had been wiped. That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime.
Uh-huh.
Emma. This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminal reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh! Oh! So, we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain.
But why would Officer Marshall... It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. Good fucking God. Thank God. This episode like took years off my life. I hate this. Oh my God. Okay. Hey, wow. Thank you all so very much for sticking with this episode as long as you did, if you did.
What a nightmare.
Right?
Ugh.
Leave your thoughts in the comments. Like, genuinely, if you feel like it was obvious, like whether you've played it before or even just watching it, genuinely, if you felt like this was obvious what you were supposed to do and like we were just messing up over and over again, I want to know your thoughts. Leave it in the comments. Let us know, because I disagree. But of course, you know, that doesn't mean you're wrong. I just disagree. But maybe we're just too close to it because we've been playing it or whatever. Who knows? But this episode was
stupid. Like, I don't even know what.
My God, this episode.
We were just too frustrated with it that we can't like see basic sense anymore.
Yeah,
because it's made us friggin' nuts.
I just need this game to be done soon. I can't take this much longer.
It is done soon.
I
thankfully.
mean, define soon, not soon enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really would love to know people's thoughts in the comments below. Like, do you like this chapter? What do you think? Does it make sense, etc.? And if you've never played this game before, without saying what your theory is, just say whether you think you have a theory, because I have nothing. I have no idea how he was in both places. Did he get brought from one place to another? But why is what's her name, the Ms. Starr, like lying about seeing Luna Sky or whatever, Lena Sky, stabbing him? Like, what? Lana Sky. Thank you. I was like, I couldn't remember her name.
I didn't know what the heck you were talking about. I was like, Luna Lovegood?
Yes. Why did Luna Lovegood stab this guy but not actually stab him? And like, why is she giving herself up in the process? I don't understand. I don't get it. So yeah, any and all thoughts that people have, as always, we'd love to hear them in the comments below. We did forget to mention it earlier, so please don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. You will get notifications whenever any of our videos come out, including the slow and agonizing continuation of this series next week.
Maybe she just has that much faith in her sister's abilities with forensics that she thought that if she confessed to it, that a proper investigation would actually be done. And then they would be able to determine that it was Marshall instead of Edgeworth, who had gotten framed for it.
I don't hate that idea, but also, as I said, I have nothing even close, so anything is more plausible than my thoughts. But I don't hate it. I don't hate that at all. I hope it's an actual satisfying result as opposed to just like, ew, that's what it is. You know, something like that. So we'll have to see. But definitely stay tuned next week. We will be back with more of this series as we finish off this game. But for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
Thank you all once again. And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.